Hello, and welcome to Explore Watches and More. Today, I want to talk with you about my favorite G-Shock square, the GW5610U. And one of my things I like the most about the 5610U is this watch features tough solar, as well as multi-band 6 and some other great features I'll show you within the module. But a great all-around watch, and I can kind of point out why that tough solar is such a great thing to have on a watch. This is the entry-level G-Shock. This is the GW5600, a classic watch, and I've had this watch for 7 or 8 years, and last week I was going on a cruise with my family for our family vacation. And I thought, you know what, I've had this watch a long time, I'm going to swap the battery. I was in a hurry. I swapped the battery, wore it on that trip, and well, the screen is, as you see it now, salt water got in it and has destroyed the module. So I'm pretty sad to see this one go. This was a great watch. I'm definitely going to see if I can source another module for it, especially because this model, being the older model, has the electroluminescent display for the backlight that makes it really easy to read in the dark. I love this watch. This was the G-Shock that got me into G-Shock squares. The second one I tried was the GW5600HR, which is a really cool variant, and I wanted to try one with a negative display. But the negative with the negative display is it is really, really difficult to read. You've got to get your angle just right, and man, it pops when it's just right. But when it's off angle, it can be difficult to read in poor lighting. They look cool, but it's my first and only negative display Casio G-Shock. So I was looking for something with a little more, and I came across the GW5610U, and this one absolutely is my favorite G-Shock for a couple of reasons. One, the tough solar that we talked about, the multi-band 6. I leave this watch sitting on my windowsill. And if I leave it on the windowsill, one, it gets light to keep it charged, but two, it also sets itself with the radio signal, just about every night. So I know when I pick up this watch that it is going to have the correct time and be ready to go for me. So this makes this one of my absolute favorite just grab and go watches. Another really nice feature of the 5610 is, and I didn't realize it until I got it in my hands, was just how nice the case back is. This actually has a machined case back, whereas when you look at the more basic models, it's just a stamped steel case back. This one's got a little bit of machining to it, and I don't know why. I just appreciate that. I think it looks a little bit nicer. Also, the straps, pretty nice on this watch. All in all, favorite G-Shock square. So I just want to share with you a couple of the features on it. First, you have, of course, the time, and one of the big features that for a lot of people, say in Europe, you can change the format on the date. I have mine set to the way that I like it, but now you have options. You can change that. Another feature that this watch has is world time, and as you can see, it just showed Tokyo there. I had a friend that their son was competing in the Deaf Olympics. It was really great. I could keep track of the time in Tokyo, know what time it is for them. This watch allows you to store 5 quick access world time locations. So as you can see, I've got, UTC set to it, Los Angeles, Tokyo, and Mexico for Central Time Zone here in the US. So great features with the world time. Again, you've got your alarm, pretty standard Casio fare, your stopwatch, and a countdown timer, which that might be the feature I use more than any other, because when I'm making my coffee in the morning, when I'm brewing it in a French press, I set that timer for 4 minutes, get a quick reminder, hey, it's time to press the coffee. So that's probably the feature I use the most on this watch. But I do love this watch, one, for its reliability. Two, if you keep it in the sun, don't store one of these tough solar watches in a drawer. Excuse me. Have it out where it can receive light. The ambient lighting in the room is typically enough. I leave mine on the windowsill just so I know it gets a good charge. I don't have it pointed directly at the window. I have it kind of pointed away. But that keeps these things charged up. I've never seen it move off of the high. These things will actually, you could put it in complete darkness for months. It'll actually take away the display to save energy while it's still maintaining the time. So as for a G-Shock Square, I think this is the most features and the most bang for the buck in a G-Shock. So I appreciate you watching, exploring, the world of these G-Shock Squares with me and my experience. I look forward to talking to you some more about some of the different watches in my collection, and I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you.